This is how the scene ended after an intense 20-minute pursuit this afternoon. It began with a shoplifting situation at the 72nd and Pine Walmart in Omaha. 6 News' Johan Marin explains why police were so determined to get their man.
It all started at 11:40. Police got a call from an officer working off duty of an altercation with a shoplifter.
That shoplifter at some point during the altercation had dropped a weapon and picked up that weapon and ran out of the building, and at some point had turned toward the officer and pointed that weapon at the officer.
Lieutenant Neil Bonacci tells 6 News the shoplifter then fled the scene with another person in a gray Ford Focus. The pursuit began at the Walmart at 72nd and Pine, then went south toward Interstate 80. It continued west, then south, then back north approaching 84th and West Center. Take a listen as police chase them down.
He's not behind the building. He's still heading southbound through the Campbell parking lot in front of the Pizza Ranch.
The pursuit continued back onto Interstate 80, then south, at dangerous speeds, ending at 110th and Harrison. Zachary Zavatoric happened to be nearby and was at loss for words.
And they were speeding down. It was like some sort of high-speed chase, I presume. And they got to about this four-way intersection here, and they crashed into that truck over there, that black truck.
Lieutenant Bonacci says the pursued vehicle crashed into the black Ram's truck rear side quarter panel. The 3 people that were in the truck were not seriously injured.
The suspect was taken into custody, and I believe there's a female driver of the vehicle.
And she is expected to face charges of reckless driving.
I'm just thankful that everybody's okay, that this didn't end tragically one way or the other where our officer got hurt or anybody else or the suspect.
On your side in Omaha, Johan Marin, 6 News.
OPD is now initiating an address warrant to locate the suspect's gun. Well, moving